Hey team, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to write the statistical function median. The median is the exact middle. Notice here we have an odd number. 6 is the absolute middle. When the data set has an even number of elements, all we have to do is do a little math. Here you can see the median value is 5.5. I'm going to be using AdventureWorks 2019. Let's use a table called sales order header. Let's see how many rows are in there. 31,000. Let's show you the top 10 rows so we understand the problem. Notice we have a column called freight. I want to get the median value for all the freight charges over all of those data points, 31,000 some odd rows. Ready? Let's declare 4 variables: the median, the size. The size is the number of elements that we're going to actually use. And then we have 2 center points. We have to have 2 because if the data set is even, I need 2 of these. If it's odd, I only need the center point. We're then declaring a table, and notice only 1 column of interest here. I'm using an identity column, and I'm starting at 0 and I'm incrementing by 1. And we'll see how I use this in just a moment. So I then perform a SQL statement, and this SQL statement goes and gets all the data and puts that into this table. But because this is an identity column, it auto-generates a value. Notice it starts at 0 and does increments by 1. I then go and figure out how many rows. I then compute the mid-left and the mid-center. And then here's where the median function is all about. Is the data set odd or even? If it is even, the size mod 2 will be 0. So then I have to use 2 values and then sum them up divided by 2 to get the median. If the value, the number of rows, is odd, then I just take that middle point and that is your median value. So this is a quite easy little program to write. Let's run this and see what happens. As you can see here, I've executed the routine and it produced a median value of 19.5748. Notice my total number of rows is odd, ends in a 7. So notice on the third result set, I have only used 1 row, row 15,732. That row is the middle point in this whole data. The second area is a list of all of my values that I use for this function, and notice that it took less than 1 second to execute. I changed the select statement to only return me the top 10 rows, and because now we are doing a even lookup, you know I have to use 2 columns. Notice that I mid-left and mid-center, 4 and 5. So I use these 2 rows to actually compute the median value. Luckily for us, those are the same values and it's easy to see. And there you have the median function in SQL.